Okay.
So we have a two-handed player version of Gods Along the Nile. This is everything that we need. You'll note that we've removed about half of the deck. Then we removed the 15 cards that are only good for, that are used for 5-player, and we took out the 3 bonus cards just so we can focus on a couple hands of the regular game. Both players have their temple set up. They get their 5 scarabs to start with, and each player had 3 cards dealt to them. These are our sand jars, these are our blue jars, these are our red jars, these are our white jars. These are the scarabs, 1s and 5s, or the pharaohs rather, 1s and 5s, and these are the little scarabs. You can think of them as money if you like. And this would be the setup. So, if it's my play first, since I don't have any cards in my active box here, okay, then I draw 2 cards. So I draw 2 cards. There's 1 and 2. And so now I have 5 cards that I can put out to do what I want with. Since I'm not under any restrictions, I'm the first player, I get to choose which one I want. So I'm going to go ahead and put out Horus. So Horus is a yellow card. Notice it's yellow and blue, and we don't have any reds. Oh, let me just grab a red. Throw that in. And red. So these are the 3 colors. It's easy to tell which they are. There are some cards which have a gray background, but they also have a red, a yellow, or a blue god symbol on them. So I go ahead and play my yellow card. I'll play Thoth. I put him, after I've drawn my initial cards, I place new, which puts him in the new box. Then active to jar. Since I don't have any card in my active to put in any of the jar areas, I just then go to new to active, which is the card that's in my new area, goes up into my active area, and that's the end of my turn. I then tell the opponent that because I put a yellow card up into the active box, you cannot play yellow. They don't have any cards in their active box either, so they're going to draw 2 cards. So she gets 1, then she gets 2. Since she can't play any yellow, she can't play either one of those. That only leaves her with blue. So she would, let's play Matt. So I've already drawn my 2 cards. I'm now placing new. I don't have anything in the active to put into the jars. So it's move the new card up into the active. And then she tells me, you can't draw any blue cards. So now it's my turn. I can't draw any blue cards or play any blue cards. So I draw one. And of course it's a blue, so I can't play it. But that's okay. I still have a red and a yellow. I will go ahead and play my red card. So it's I drew, and you only draw 1 unless you have nothing up here. So I play my new, place new. Then I go active to jar. Now, Thoth here, his yellow card status doesn't mean anything at this moment. What matters now are the symbols on the side of the card. I can place him here in the blue jar because he has a blue symbol. I can place him in the red because he has a red symbol, or I can place him in the sand because he has a sand symbol. I'm going to go ahead and place him in the blue, and the symbols that match up, I get a scarab for each one of those symbols. There's only one. I get a scarab in that. So I play that. I then go new to active, and I tell my opponent, you can't play any red. Red then draws a card. It's not red, so she can play anything she wants. She's got 1, 2, 3 blues and 2 yellows. She's going to choose to play a yellow. So she plays yellow out there. Now she places her active to her jars. Now this one here, she can only go to the sand because there's a symbol that matches the sand, or to the red because there's the 2 symbols that match her red. And so she's going to go down there for the red jar. Now she's going to get 2 scarabs because This symbol matches, so she gets one there, and this symbol matches, so she gets one there. She then moves this up, telling me that I can't play yellow. She also declares that she has one chaos symbol on the board. I draw my card. I can play anything but yellow. I'm going to decide to make things kind of hairy, and I'm going to play one of my chaos cards. The moment I do, I now declare that there are 2 chaos symbols on the board, that is, on active temples. Once that happens, then because it's only a 2-player game, that's going to end this round right away. All that happens now is everybody gets to clear their temple after final turn. Since I started it, this is my final turn, so I'm going to clear my temple. That means I send the red card over here, and I'll get 2 money, 1 there and 1 there for the 2 red symbols that match. Naeth moves up, and then she's going to go somewhere, and she's going to go right here on top of this other card. Because I'm going to get 1 money for the blue symbol there, and I'm going to get 1 for the chaos symbol there, and now I'm done. The last card I played up was blue, so I tell my opponent, you can't play any blue. She gets to draw her last card because she gets to have her last play and clear her temple. She can't play this one, she can't play that one, she can't play that one. That only leaves the 2 yellows. So she's going to play Ra, and she's going to put Seth in here so that she gets the chaos symbol up there. Then she moves Ra up, and Ra's going to go over here because she's going to get 2 scarabs off, 1 for there and 1 for there, and then that's the end. And this is the end of the round. So now comes the scoring part. So the first thing you do after everybody's cleared their temples and had their last turn, you just simply remove all the cards. So remove all the cards from play. These go into the discard pile. They're removed from play. Whoops. You're going to go in the discard pile. You then look at the cards that are in your hand, and you get to choose 3 cards. I'm going to choose these 3 here. This becomes my opening hand for the next round. She's going to choose this one, and this one, and this one. She's going to choose all 3 blues. And that will go back into the deck. So what happens now is, do I get any sets? I did not get any complete sets here or here. She did not get any complete sets either, so nobody has any complete sets. Let's say, though, just for the sake of fun, that she had a complete set there, and a complete set there, and then I had just a complete set right there, and a complete set right there. So here's how my opponent would play it. Because she has a complete set, that's 1 in each of the symbols, she gets 2 sand jars. So there's her 2 sand jars. Here she would get 2 red jars. So there's 2 red jars. She's not going to get any blue. She's not going to get any white. So all of this now goes into her treasury. Leave the jars there. Same for me. I would get a complete set of blues, okay, because I have a complete set. That's 4 blue jars. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have a complete set of red. 1, 2, 3 red. Okay, and so these all go back into my treasury. Oops, should have been red. Okay, so now what I can do in order to make pharaohs is, since I don't have any sand jars, I can put 2 scarabs there. I don't have any white jars, so I can put 3 scarabs there to pay for a white and a sand jar. So 1 red, 1 blue, one white paid for with the 3 scarabs, and 1 sand paid for with 2. All of these pay for a pharaoh for me, and because it's first turn, I get an extra scarab as a bonus on the first 2 rounds. Next, I can do the same thing because I still have enough money. So there and there. So the blue and the red, the 3 and the 2, which pays for the sand and the white, those all create another pharaoh for me, plus another scarab. Now, I have just 2 blue jars, 4 scarabs, and 2 pharaohs, and that's all I have. I can't make another pharaoh, so I'm done. My opponent over here, on the other hand, has to pay 4 for a blue jar, 3 for a white jar, plus a sand and a red jar. All that together makes a scarab for the opponent, plus the 1 bonus. And then still has 4 to pay that, but doesn't have the extra to pay 3 for that. So there's no way for my opponent to make another scarab. So there we stand at the end of round 1. My opponent has 1 pharaoh, 1 red, 1 sand jar, and looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scarabs to pay for stuff. I have 2 pharaohs, 4 scarabs, and 2 blue jars. And so I'm not quite sure exactly who would be ahead at this time, but I've got 2 pharaohs, and that counts for a lot. These cards are removed from the game. They're done. And we go to the next round, and when all the cards are gone, then the last round is ended. And that's pretty much long and the short of it.